Hi guys, Black is here. Hey listen, last night I was going to my car and a coworker at my new job sees my YouTube stick on the back of my Trailblazer. And he says to me, hey, you a YouTuber? And I was like, yeah. He's, how many videos? He asked me how many videos that I have, and I told him I had about 3,000. And he goes, 3,000 videos? And I'm like, yeah. He says, how do you come up with 3,000 videos? And I explained to him, I've been doing it for over 11 years. And I'm pretty smart when it comes to cars or whatever. I mean, I can watch a video on anything and come up with an idea for a new video. I'm watching TFL truck, and they take this Dodge pickup truck up a hill pulling the, what do they call them? They used to call them bobcats. Now they call them skid steer or whatever. So it's a half-ton truck, and they pulling this trailer with this skid steer or whatever, and it's supposed to be about 10,000 pounds. They go up this long hill, and when they get to the top of the hill and they come to idle, the low oil pressure light comes on. Now, I don't know, to me, them guys, you know, for them to have dealt with so many trucks and cars, they seem really stupid when it comes to cars. You know, so I'm wondering, are they playing stupid, trying to be dramatic, or do they really not know what the hell is going on? The guy's all up under, I mean, the light comes on, it says low oil pressure. He's all up under he's looking down on the ground. Is the truck leaking oil? Is the truck leaking? I don't smell anything. It said low oil pressure. Do you not understand the difference between low oil pressure and low oil level? It's not the same. Then at the end of the video, they show, I guess they figure out, I wish the truck had a dipstick. I could check the oil. You know what? To be honest with you, when I think about it, when it comes to, you know, everybody mad because Dodge went with a gauge instead of a dipstick. I want a dipstick. The majority of the people in the world don't know how to check the oil. The majority of the people. And think about this. Way back in the old days, people used to use a stick. They take the gas cap off, and they stick the stick down in the gas, and they see how much gas is on the stick. My father used to use a garden hose. He had an old Ford 73, 74. You know, the gas tank sat behind the driver's seat. So he used to keep a hose. He would pull the hose out. He'll wash the dirt off. Wipe the dirt off, and he would stick it down in the gas tank, and he would pull it back out, and it'll show how much fuel is in the tank. And that's how my father used to tell how much fuel was in his tank. He had a gauge, but the gauge didn't work. So you have fuel gauges now. So it seemed to me an oil gauge makes 100% sense, especially for people who don't know how to check oil. Now all they have to do is go to a screen and see what the oil level is. And in the case of my 2016 F-150 with a 2.7, you can't check, you know, like my Trailblazers, I can pull up to get gas, cut the engine off, wait a minute or two, and check the oil. If I do that, my F-150, the oil level is low. It's real low. It takes probably about 25 to 30 minutes. The truck has to sit before you can accurately check the oil. So having an oil level gauge on that truck, I'm all for it. It don't have one, but I'm all for it. So again, an oil pressure, an oil gauge, level gauge would be a smart idea. It's a damn good idea, you know? Because I have a friend, a male friend, he has a Crown Vic. When he pulled the dipstick out, he can't ever find the hole again. He go, man, I can't ever find the hole, so I never pull it out because I can't find the hole. And I'm like, put a little hair around it. But anyway, I mean, seriously, he can't find the hole. I had to show him where the hole is. Then I took some yellow twine and tied it around the dipstick hole. I mean, yeah, the dipstick tube, so he can find it now. Of course, this man, checking the oil is about the only automotive thing he does. But getting back to it, them guys are not the brightest. I mean, for them to mess around with so many cars and trucks, they are not the brightest. You know, like I said, I made the video talking about how they broke the front axle on a Toyota Tacoma, and it was their fault. And the Toyota guy actually said it was their fault. Because they were in ice, they riding around in four-wheel drive low. Okay, you on ice. There's not a lot of traction. Okay, why are you in four-wheel drive low? When you on ice, you don't need a lot of torque. This is why a lot of cars, when you push ice, they start off in second gear because you don't want a lot of torque. And they riding around in four-wheel drive low on ice. So what the point I'm making is this: they on ice, the tire is spinning real easy. They in four-wheel drive low, the engine making torque, the four-wheel drive making torque, a lot of torque is going to that tire. And then the brake is trying to stop that wheel from spinning, and they end up breaking the axle. But you would think they would know better than that, but they don't know. They don't know anything. They're not that bright when it comes to mechanical stuff. They can make videos and they can tow a trailer up a hill, but when the mechanical part comes out, they don't know anything about it. You know, when I first saw low oil pressure, like somebody in the comments said, low oil pressure, the engine is hot, the oil thins out. That's why you got low oil pressure. When the oil cooled down, it got a little bit thicker. And then a lot of people saying, well, see, that's the problem. They put that thin oil in there. No, you don't take a half-ton truck and pull a 10,000-pound skid steer up a hill with a half-ton truck. Then people go, well, it's rated for 10,000 pounds. Yes, but you don't do it all the time. You don't do that with you don't put that much weight on a half-ton truck and go up a big-ass hill with it. You don't do that with a half-ton truck. You do that with a 3/4-ton truck or with a 1-ton truck. Then people go, but it's rated. A smart person, if you plan to tow a skid steer all the time, you don't buy a half-ton truck. Even though it's rated to tow 10,000 pounds, you don't buy a half-ton truck. You buy a 3/4-ton truck. You always want a truck a lot heavier than you need, than the other way around. Anywho, that's all I got to say on the subject. Dre, y'all have a good day.